than you think to make fresh baby food for your little one.
And you might actually enjoy it yourself. So joining us is some homemade baby food recipes. We have Tyler Pratt, Infused Fitness in Enfield, Connecticut. What's happening?
Hello, good to see you.
Tyler.
We'll go high five.
We'll do a high five. Nice having you here.
It seems to me like you could eat a lot of the stuff we're going to make today as an adult and enjoy it.
I'm going to eat this stuff when we're done.
Good.
So,
all right, let's get to it.
I don't know if we've talked about this, but I have a newborn on the way, 2 months away, so I'm getting back into that baby food mode. My daughter's 3, Adriana, and I made all of her food from scratch. She never had anything jarred or anything like that. I don't know. I never really did a cost analysis to figure out what was cheaper. But at least if I made it myself, I knew exactly what was in it. There was no preservatives, those types of things. So
I think long term too, it might be cheaper if you have the reusable packaging.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
What I did was after I got done cooking them, I would put them in ice trays, cover them up so they don't get freezer burn. And then when you break them up, you have like a little perfect meal for the baby.
I think it definitely is cheaper. We've done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it definitely is.
The Crack Squad here at Massappeal's done cost analysis, so we.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it sure
perfect.
Is. And the color is so much better than anything you can buy in a package.
You're scaring me.
I know.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 different recipes today. We're going to do peas, pear, and then we're going to add a little bit of unsalted grass-fed butter. Now, every book that you read is going to have different suggestions. I brought in 2 books.
Oh, they're down here.
Oh yeah, show those, because these aren't just coming off of a whim. I think you should always find a doctor or a nutritionist or somebody that you like to follow and follow their macronutrients, because most parents who are going to be cooking meals have no idea how much fat to add, no idea how much vegetables, fruit, because you don't want to inundate them with fruit. You don't want too much sugar, because that will set them up for later on childhood obesity and type 2 diabetes. You do not want to hammer them with any sort of refined sugar. So you want to make sure that they're getting their sweetness of anything that they're going to have from fruits and things like that. So the first thing we're going to do, these are very, very simple, by the way. The first thing we're going to do is I like to do like a 2-to-1 ratio vegetables to fruit. Some recipes you're going to find are going to be a little bit different. But I found with my daughter that if you prep them up front and get them used to those flavors that aren't very sugary, they're not going to crave that later on.
Right.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dump these peas right into the water. These are going to be lightly boiled. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're going to slice up that pear for me, Seth?
So lightly boiled, about how long are you going to leave it in that boiling water for?
Probably about 5 to 6 minutes. Not too long, but you don't want to be giving 6 to 12 months on the books that I've read, any sort of like raw foods. You want them lightly steamed.
Okay.
So we'll add the butter afterwards. Oh, well, we didn't need to get that crazy. Really? We're going to put it in the Vitamix afterwards.
Oh, I wish you
cut
told
my
me. I
hand
was
off.
trying to impress you.
Oh, okay. So we'll throw those right in there, okay? And then the second one, we're going to do zucchini, apple, and then coconut oil.
Okay.
Now, I was going to add in chicken into these recipes when I blended them up, and my wife told me that was a no-go because we'd gross everyone out. But I will tell you that at 9 to 12 months, I did start to introduce lamb, bison, grass-fed beef, some organic chicken, that kind of stuff to my daughter's diet. But typically, a child is going to get over 50% of their nutrients from the day from breast milk if they're breastfeeding. If you're not breastfeeding, your formula. But I would highly recommend, from all the things that I've read, if you can, and it's something that works for you, breastfeeding is by far the superior way to get your nutrients.
If you're using a pretty hefty blender like the one we're going to be using, do you need to take the seeds and everything out?
You always want to take out the apple seeds.
Okay.
Those are toxic.
Aha! Glad I learned that lesson today.
Yes, Ryan and I tend to eat a lot of apples. And one day out of the blue, my father calls me, because we eat the apples like down to the rind. My dad calls me out of the blue and says, "Tyler, I just ate the apple, but I like you and Ryan, I ate the whole apple." And I go, whoa, you ate the seeds? And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Those are toxic. You don't want to do that."
No, and there's a great public service house. But thank you. So we're going to
I didn't know that. So what if I accidentally eat one?
You're not going to die. You're not going to die. But it's like a small amount of rat poison. You wouldn't want that, right?
No.
No one wants that.
Okay.
Well, let's take a break for now. We'll come back a little bit later and we'll puree these and give them a taste.
Yes, so that's what we'll do is we'll come back. These will be finished cooking like 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, just a light steam.
Sounds good to me. We're back with Tyler Pratt, Infused Fitness in Connecticut. We're finishing up our baby food. It's almost done, right?
Yes, it just finished. Just want to qualify something we said before the break was you have to be aware of refined sugars in it. in early childhood diets. So getting things from fruit and things like that are perfectly safe.
Natural sugar's good.
Yes, white sugar, those types of things, completely avoid.
Okay.
Okay. So first thing that we have here is our zucchini and apples. Okay.
And dump that in.
So what I did was today, because I know I bring my Vitamix on quite a bit, is I wanted to do something in a food processor too, so that way you guys can get a kind of a Pepsi challenge here in terms of the consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to like, oh, I can taste the difference in terms of like the consistency, because the Vitamix is going to be much smoother, and here it's going to have a little bit of a chunkier type of texture. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll put the apple and zucchini. You want to?
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Teamwork.
That is.
So it's good. Is there anything I can do? Let me know.
Okay, open up that coconut oil.
You bet.
Oh, there we go.
Now putting coconut oil in both?
Nope. We're going to mix up our fats here.
Okay.
Very, very. Oh, well. Yep.
Whoop.
Hold on. Got to
Getting
put the
ahead of
coconut
myself.
oil.
How much coconut oil, Tyler?
About the equivalent of like 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
So
more of those?
Very, very important at a young age to rotate in different fats. Obviously, that's what the brain is going to feed on. You're going to get a lot of breast milk has a lot of fat in it, as they also fortify formula with fat as well. Very, very important to have in the diet. So while he's doing that, I'm going to drain this right over here.
Now we're looking for a fully pureed consistency, right?
Yes, exactly.
I can smell it. It smells like zucchini apple.
It does, and coconut oil, which is actually a very surprisingly good taste.
Okay, so then we have our peas and pear over here.
Okay.
Ashley, if you want to take the butter and cut off the same, about 2 tablespoons of butter.
You got it. Okay. There we go. And put that right into the Vitamix?
Yep, exactly.
I'm going to blend this one up too.
There we go.
Okay.
So, let me get in here between
Right
you
about
guys.
the top.
Take
Yeah.
this thing, I don't know. So it's really easy to do, and you can do a lot at once and freeze it, like you said.
So this is a nice part about having the Vitamix is this comes off. You get a tamper here.
Fancy.
So
Nice, vibrant color.
yes, and
When you
that's
buy peas in a jar, it's not appetizing at all.
so now that we're done here. Now you'll see right off the bat the difference. You see how
All right,
that's
a little chunky.
a little
That's
chunky.
using the biggest spoon ever.
So
Big
this-
spoon, baby food, it's crazy day.
where's the other glass
Right
here?
there.
All right,
There
so
you
are you going to be the person, the taste test person?
Of course I am.
Here you go.
Ashley's probably eating a lot of baby food in her day.
Oh, that's a nice
Look
spoon.
at, there is definitely
It's hot.
a change in consistency. It's very hot.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good.
I could eat this for lunch today. I
Yeah?
just might.
You
Thank
wanna
so
try
much.
it?
These
Yeah,
recipes
yeah,
on our
pour me a
website,
little.
mymassappeal.com. Thank you.
Thanks,
Here, I'm
Tyler.
gonna feed you. I gotta get ready for this. Ready? Yeah. There we go.
Hot. Good.
Really hot.